P. Diddy lawyers, prosecutors, and the judge had a meeting today to discuss sentencing and discuss guidelines. The prosecution is asking 6 to 8 years, y'all. The prosecution the feds has indicated at least 6 to 8 years in prison as judge finalized Diddy's sentencing date. So this is what the judge did not say that they want. I don't see him getting no less than 5. You're looking at two counts, that's 2.5 on each count. So the feds is pushing for 6 to 8 years. That would be 51 to 63 months. What y'all think, man? Y'all think the feds gonna get their wish? They got their wish on the no bail. They didn't get what they wanted on the guilty plea, on the racketeering, and on the RICO, but they praying for this judge to give them that what they want on that 6 to 8 years. Remember, I said in the beginning, it ain't about the guilty plea or not. It's all about what he do in the sentencing. Because you could get found guilty, right? And the judge don't give you shit but probation. I seen niggas get found guilty for charges and the judge give them a slap on the wrist. And you be like, damn, well, we sat here in this trial for all this time, went through all this just for you to do that. We wasted our motherfucking time. Y'all could gave him a plea deal for probation. Like, for instance, when the cop killed Botham Jean, they could have gave her a plea deal for 6 years. Mm-hmm. If y'all was going to give her 6 years in jail after she was found guilty, y'all could have gave her a plea deal. I'm pretty sure y'all could have gave her a plea deal for that. Why'd y'all waste taxpayers' money? Why y'all do all that, bringing people to court, jury, just to give her 6 years in jail when she was found guilty? That's because y'all was hoping she wasn't found guilty. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And being that she was found guilty, then you gave her 6 years. But y'all was on the impression, she ain't gonna found guilty. They're not gonna find that white woman guilty, and she's a police officer. She thought he was a big old black man sneaking in her house. She good. So it's up to that judge. That judge gonna look at P. Diddy and say, I sat here for 6 weeks and I heard some disgusting things. And I saw you abuse this woman. And you know he watched them freak off movies. If the jury watched clips, the judge watched the whole thing. The judge was in his chambers watching all the freak offs. Trust me, when he was looking at Cassie, he was looking from a different view.
That is so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. And that's why
you know what's embarrassing? You want to know what's embarrassing? What's embarrassing is that while Cassie's sitting on the stand, her secrets and her freak off tapes, she has to know that the judge seen it, the prosecutor seen it, the defense seen it. No, the jury about to see it. They about to see clips because they didn't see the whole thing. They only saw certain clips that they wanted them to see. Mm-hmm. But everybody else, the prosecutors, everybody else, they saw the full shit. The defense attorney saw the full shit. So everybody done saw your sex tape, saw how you suck wee-wee, saw how you take pee. So and mind you, they probably had to go through hundreds of videotapes. They was with you for 10 years. Hundreds of videotapes, probably thousands of videotapes they just going through just to check your character. See you like man, them niggas probably was sitting there like this all day. They probably can't watch. They probably know what Cassie pussy look like inside and out. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you sitting up there, that's why she crying. Y'all think she crying because she went through hurt and shit. No, she crying because she know all them motherfuckers going, then they all see me.
It just never ends. Right.
It never ends. It's like you opening up a whole nother book of worms. Oh, man. And that's why, now I know why P. Diddy didn't want her husband in the courtroom. Man, you about to hear how I piped her down, how I had her doing a sexathon. My nigga, bro, you heard, bro, I had your wife doing a sexathon, nigga. She was out there, and I was using her like a toy, dog. How can you want a woman and want to be with a woman that you found out your wife, the one you had kids with, was basically a sex slave.
But right, because right now, his emotions going off of the story that she tells him, right? So his perspective is going to be the same as hers, victimized and all of this stuff. But now when you see that she was setting this up, she was making sure the drugs were there, she cussing motherfuckers out, she's staging shit, she making boss moves, she telling niggas what to do to her. Because they're not giving their direction. She's giving the direction for Diddy, whether he likes it or not, but she knows what to do. So he's looking at it like, oh, so that victimization of you love your wife, but it's like that is a hard pill to swallow. Because that's the side that she couldn't tell you. You get what I'm saying? Her still telling you is not going to be the same as it coming out the way it did in court.
That's what's crazy. That's why I said this shit gonna be crazy. 6 to 8 years, he gonna think real hard. That's why I said. And then he got on his knees in front of the judge and was congratulating himself like he made it, like if he won. So for that alone, you fucked up, my nigga. You jumped up, and then his son, after went and started doing push-ups, took his shirt off outside the street. They playing bad boy music. My nigga, he ain't even been sentenced yet.
Do y'all know something we don't?
He ain't even sentenced yet.
I'm gonna say, y'all know something we don't. They free.
Now I was the first one to tell y'all that nigga was gonna beat them charges, and it seemed like something wasn't right because how you ain't call no witnesses?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Remember I said that, and then what happened? He beat two of the biggest charges. This nigga beat a RICO charge and a motherfucking racketeering charge with no witnesses. Y'all don't find something fishy about that? Right. In a federal government case, you beat a racketeering charge and you beat a RICO case. With when you got all these witnesses saying you did da 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 da. You got videotapes. He got caught with guns. He got caught with drugs. None of the charges that would have really put him in jail. This is what y'all need to pay attention to. None of the charges that would have really put him in jail and would have stuck, they charged him for. The guns would have put him in jail. The drugs would have put him in jail. He got caught with this shit, right? They didn't charge him for this shit. But the RICO, they charged him for a RICO, charged him for a racketeering. Why do you think they charged him for a RICO and for a racketeering? 2 reasons. One, because we can create a humiliation ritual and we could bring out everything in your discretions. Because when you have a racketeering on somebody, you have to build that racketeering. So you have to show how me and you connect, me and Keith Jr. So you get to tell a whole bunch of stories that necessarily wouldn't be allowed in a regular case because you say, I object. How does this pertain to the case? Well, in a racketeering case, you can't do that because you have to show relevance. Right. So I'm gonna take you back 10 years ago, how these niggas met in kindergarten. Then all of a sudden they met in jail. Now so they selling drugs. What? They'll do that in racketeering. And so that's one. The second thing is that the only way they could have took his money and took his fortune was to get him on a racketeering.
Right. So that's why they celebrating so that's really what they celebrate. Not that he's not guilty, but that pretty much saves that.
That saves the estate. Exactly. Saves the money, saves the bad boy fortune.
So y'all didn't liquidate us how you wanted to.
Because if he would have got charged with racketeering, then that means that everything he owned, they would have took
under the money under racketeering everything would be taken away.
They took all his fortune. Right. Because racketeering, they were saying that they were saying that he used Bad Boy Enterprise, all the companies. So anything that's pertaining to the company money, and pretty sure all the cars is under company names, the houses. So he would have lost everything. They would have took everything. So that's why they happy as hell because they won that. So that's 2 things. So But why you didn't charge him for the gun? Why you? So that's why I say this was all to teach the nigga a lesson. It was all to smack him on the wrist. It was all to show him that we in charge. But I think he celebrated too early because all this shit that his son doing, all this shit that he did in the courtroom, now the judge is looking at it like, what the fuck is wrong with these niggas? Maybe you did do it. Maybe you, like it's a certain way that you supposed to celebrate, my nigga. I feel like you supposed to celebrate with couth. Like when you beat a certain charge and you know you innocent, you supposed to act like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I knew I was innocent. Like, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to move like shit, like if you score a touchdown and you used to scoring touchdowns, like this ain't nothing. I do this on a regular. You supposed to be like, yo. But if you like, oh yes, oh thank God.
Yeah, I gotta keep my money, thank you God. At least I can do this.
You look like
I'm gonna be no broke nigga up in this motherfucker. Yeah, I know, I get it. Fucking celebrate. You look like you gonna do time, nigga. And
and that's the thing I'm saying. You know you gonna do time. Right, so what are you celebrating so hard? Where's your side relief?
Those niggas ain't gonna be on the welfare, so they ain't gotta fucking watch all their cars come get repoed. They get to fucking sleep another night at the mansion. Like shit. That's a big deal. Nigga, we were just talking about earlier tonight about people in depression for financial circumstances. Shit, yeah. It's a hard fall when you gotta go back to the fucking, maybe not the projects, but a little townhouse. Them shit starts to hurt. So they get to maintain their lifestyle for however long they can, but that option is still there. He probably like, I'll take the jail time if I keep some money.
Well, he better get this shit going because